Medics are suing the city of El Cajon and others for hidden cameras they found in their bedrooms.
A powerful police procession for the La Mesa police officer killed while on duty. More on the community support as her dad opens up about her life and legacy.
New stop signs and a lower speed limit are coming for Jackson Drive in San Carlos. If only they had been put in place before a little boy was killed.
A call to action to salute our active duty sailors during the government shutdown.
Halloween is right around the corner, and the Gaslamp Quarter is ready to celebrate.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now.
I feel like there's not enough words really to describe how it feels. It's saddening, it's disheartening. I could go on and on. And it's obviously just uncomfortable.
Tonight we're hearing from one of the first responders suing the city of El Cajon and American Medical Response following claims hidden cameras were found in bunk rooms at a Heartland fire station. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. Tonight, CBS 8's Alex Cheney is outside Fire Station 8 and joins us live with the details. Alex?
Marcella, Morgan Donnelly opened up to us about the pain she felt finding hidden cameras inside of her bunk room here at Heartland Fire Station number 8 in El Centro. Now she wants this lawsuit to compel a deeper investigation into how those cameras got there.
Pure disappointment and obviously feeling very violated and uncomfortable.
Morgan Donnelly is a paramedic who may have been the victim of spy cameras found in early February inside her bunk room at the fire station.
And I remember seeing a USB plug that you would plug your phone charger into in an outlet that was directly across from the door frame of my room.
The lawsuit says there were 3 hidden cameras in 2 bunk rooms at the fire station. The cameras were disguised as a USB phone charger and another concealed in an alarm clock. Paramedics often live in the firehouse 24 hours a day.
You kind of need a safe space where you can change your clothes or go to bed and not feel that someone's watching you while you're exposed.
The lawsuit filed by 4 women and 1 man is seeking damages against the city of El Cajon, Heartland Fire, and American Medical Response for a hostile work environment with sexual harassment and failure to prevent harassment and discrimination. Morgan says the city of El Cajon initially investigated after she made the claims, but the investigation was never completed and she was left in the dark. Now Morgan and her colleagues are taking action to force the police department to finish what it started and find the person that did this.
It was investigated by the same city's police department as the city that it occurred in. I don't know if to me, that's a conflict of interest.
She says her fear of spy cameras is now affecting her personal life.
I went on my honeymoon a couple months ago. We went to the hotel and I'm looking around. I recently stayed in an Airbnb and there was a nightlight plugged into the wall and I unplugged it and put it in a closet.
Morgan says the worst part is not knowing. She has no idea who set up the cameras and what happened with the pictures or videos that were recorded.
To know and be, know that who did it would give us closure, and we have no idea.
CBS 8 News contacted Heartland Fire, the city of El Cajon, and AMR. All groups said they would not comment on pending litigation. The district attorney said that the El Cajon Police Department has not forwarded any of these cases for prosecution. Morgan went on to tell us that she is now working at a new fire station around people that support her and respect her. Back over to you.
Thanks, Alex. A somber police procession made its way through San Diego today, honoring the life of La Mesa police officer who died on duty this week. Just moments ago, we learned from the CHP the driver who hit and killed Officer Lauren Craven was arrested on suspicion of DUI.
While the investigation continues, today we heard from Officer Craven's father about her life and her legacy. CBS 8's Jenny Day reports from La Mesa Police Headquarters.
The memorial here at the La Mesa Police Department has only continued to grow. One of their own, Officer Lauren Craven, just 25 years old, died while trying to help others. Her dad tells me that's exactly why she joined the force.
She used to say to me about wanting to become a police officer, there is no plan B.
Officer Lauren Craven knew the dangers of the job, but chose a career in law enforcement after an incident in college required her to interact with detectives. Her dad tells me some showed compassion while others did not, and it inspired her to become a good cop.
She decided when you're down, when you're having the worst day of your life, that's when you need help, not further problems.
She carried that with her and was recently praised for her de-escalation techniques and the way she handled a domestic violence pursuit.
They're going so fast. She said, I had had my foot all the way down on the gas or all the way down on the brake. There was smoke coming out of that thing. I thought I was going to break it.
Her dad had the privilege of going on a ride-along just 1 month ago and saw the way she trained and dedicated herself to be successful.
Instead of being a reserved, quiet high school girl, became a confident and competent professional officer. Every day was an adventure that she wanted to be front and center for. She'd get out of bed looking forward to it and what challenges are going to be today.
It was just this past Monday night when she came across a crash on the 8 at Fairmont Avenue, stopped to help, and was then struck by another vehicle. Thursday, Officer Craven was transported from the medical examiner's office to the mortuary for her final farewell.
We knew the risks, but had she not accepted those risks, she would have missed out on the journey, and that journey gave her 5 years that were transformational.
And the department tells me that her funeral will be held this Tuesday at 10 a.m. at Skyline Church. Reporting from La Mesa, Jenny Day, CBS 8.
Such a big loss. Thanks so much, Jenny. And we're told that members of the public are welcome to attend the service for Officer Craven.
Meantime, El Cajon police are looking for the hit-and-run driver who left a 12-year-old boy hospitalized with critical injuries. This happened last night around 8 along Ballantyne Street near East Park Avenue. Police say some kids were hanging out in a nearby park when the boy ran across the street mid-block into the path of a white or silver SUV before it drove off. That SUV likely has front-end damage, and anyone with information should call El Cajon police. The city of San Diego says it's making changes to a San Carlos intersection after an 11-year-old boy was hit and killed by a car there earlier this week. The city put up notices today saying stop signs will be installed within 2 weeks at Jackson Drive and Baden Avenue. That's where Andrew Olson and his 2 sisters were hit by a car Monday morning on their way to Pershing Middle School. Andrew died and his sisters were injured. The driver of the car was not charged and told police he was blinded by the morning sun and never saw the kids. CBS 8's David Gofferson will have more on this story, including how a neighbor had previously submitted requests to update that intersection. That's all ahead in our next half hour.
A National City tradition nearly derailed by the government shutdown found new life today. The Chamber of Commerce's 68th annual Salute to Navy luncheon honors sailors from nearby Naval Base San Diego. But last week, organizers learned active duty sailors couldn't attend due to shutdown restrictions.
CBS 8's Abby Black is live outside Naval Base San Diego and Barrio Logan with how organizers pivoted to keep their tradition alive. Abby.
Carlo and Marcella, for 68 years, the National City Chamber of Commerce has been saluting our active duty sailors that serve here at Naval Base San Diego. The chamber says it's one of the longest running traditions of its kind in the country, but it almost didn't happen until veterans were called to a new mission. The 68th annual National City Chamber of Commerce Salute to Navy luncheon went on as planned, but with a last-minute change.
We got an unexpected call that Naval Base San Diego and the sailors would not be able to participate because of the shutdown.
Chamber Executive Director Karen Ozakar McManus faced a crisis. 150 empty seats that usually go to active duty sailors from nearby Naval Base San Diego.
We had to make a decision in a week. What are we going to do? Are we going to cancel the event or are we going to move forward?
Turn to somebody at your table, and if they are a veteran or if they're active duty military, ask them the funniest thing that has happened in their military career. Ready?
The luncheon, featuring scholarships, a keynote speaker, and honoring service members, has been a tradition for nearly 7 decades. So McManus opened the event free to veterans and their families and called on American Legion District 22 for help.
She just asked for help. And that's when I was like, okay, I have a job.
Navy veteran Liliana Armenta, herself furloughed, volunteered countless hours reaching out to American Legions and VFWs across the county, calling on veterans to attend, even those who are furloughed.
I'm thankful that I'm here, and I'm proud to be here for my country.
Each seat is filled with emergency workers and veterans that date back to World War II.
The sailor in me came out, and I'm on a mission, so let's complete this mission.
Some active duty sailors like Petty Officer 2nd Class Keyshawn Smith were able to attend on their day off.
You prepare for the unexpected. So this is something that's unexpected, but like my other military brothers and sisters, we hold our heads up high, we keep going. It's just another day in the office for us.
A testament to dedication, service, and honor that never fades.
They're saying thank you to us. No, thank you to you. Thank you for your service, and thank you.
Now, there were other active duty sailors who serve at nearby bases that also attended, but I wanted to share another compelling part of my conversation that I had with Petty Officer 2nd Class Keyshawn Smith. He says seeing the veterans step up reminded him of the 3 Navy core values: honor, courage, and commitment, and that the military family extends far beyond active duty. So I wanted to say thank you to our veterans and to our service members. Thank you for your service. Reporting live in Barrio Logan, Abby Black, CBS 8.
Thanks so much, Abby. Glad they could have that luncheon. All right, we're following big developing news out of the sports world. Current and former NBA players and a head coach are among nearly 36 people arrested today in connection with 2 federal gambling investigations.
CBS 8's Jake Garriani joins us now with details. And Jake, this is a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, as the information comes in, if it does become true, this is just wild and insane, honestly. I mean, an incredible story breaking today involving the NBA, the FBI, the mafia, rigged poker games, and players manipulating game action to win bets. Bombshell of information that has seen a total of 30-plus people arrested so far in what is an ongoing and years-long investigation covering 11 states and involving tens of millions of dollars. Among the 30-plus arrested are Hall of Famer and Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups, former player and coach Damon Jones, as well as Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier. The arrests were made as a part of separate but related investigations involving illegal sports betting and, in the other investigation, rigged poker games supported by the mafia. Let's begin with the illegal gambling, where Terry Rozier was allegedly giving insider trader information to bettors. As a part of the scheme, gamblers would use the non-public information to bet on games and prop bets involving Rozier. Billups appears to be involved in that investigation, but was charged in a separate indictment as well. And this is just straight out of a movie. This investigation is alleging Billups took place in rigged underground poker games that were backed by the mafia families, using technologies to steal millions of dollars from victims. Damon Jones is the only one so far being charged in both investigations among those 3 men. The illegal sports betting case stems from the betting scandal involving former Raptors player Jontay Porter, who was banned from the NBA in the spring of 2024. Billups and Rozier have been placed on immediate leave from their teams. Here is FBI Director Kash Patel.
To keep America safe and to keep our entertainment industry fair and secure. The men and women that are standing up here today worked tireless hours, days, months, and years. And the fraud is mind-boggling. It's not hundreds of dollars. It's not thousands of dollars. It's not tens of thousands of dollars. It's not even millions of dollars. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars in fraud and theft and robbery across a multi-year investigation.
Really is mind-boggling. As far as the illegal gambling goes, we've seen this before, as I mentioned, with Jontay Porter. Mm-hmm. The poker scheme is quite insane, to be honest. I mean, I mentioned it being straight out of a movie, the technology that's involved, and Chauncey Billups, the head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, was used as a face card, is what they say, where his popularity drew people into these rigged poker tables, and that's where they would lose their money.
Wow.
Just damaging to an industry for sure, but enlightening to everyone else about what's out there as far as scams.
Yeah, and betting.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy, and a years-long investigation. They worked hard on this. Thanks so much, Jake. We have the FBI's full news conference and more on our free streaming channel, CBS 8 Plus. Turn over there, download on your TV, and watch for free.
San Diegans are getting into the spooky spirit.
We have a look at some of the haunted happenings around town still ahead.
Plus, a crane collapses onto a fishing boat, sending 2 people to a hospital.
And why San Diego doctors are nervous about this year's flu season.